So a little bit about cloud storage. When we say that you are saving your files to the cloud or you're using cloud storage, what does that mean? So you're able to take some or most of your files, move them off of your computer's hard drive and store them on the cloud. Well, what you're actually doing is, if you look at the right-hand side of the slide, this is a picture of what's called a data center. A data center is a physical building. It's a building that has been specially designed with special flooring and heating and cooling and electrical and cabling to house floors and floors, rows and rows of computers, just like you see here, computers stacked one on top of another. These computers are all connected to the internet. In a data center, when you are storing your files in the cloud, what you're actually doing is storing them on the hard drive of a computer that's sitting in a data center that's connected to the internet. This is what's meant by storing your files in the cloud. So when you're using a cloud storage application, you are using the application, it stores your files, your folders on the hard drive of a computer, just like you're seeing here, that's in one of these data centers. Now, data centers are managed by companies. Amazon has data centers. Apple, Microsoft, all of the big companies, they all have data centers. They have data centers around the country, around the world. And again, all of these computers, they're all connected to the internet. Now, the computers that you find in a data center are not quite the same as the computer that you may have sitting on your desk at home. The computers in a data center are very powerful. They're extremely fast. They have lots and lots of storage capacity. So they're a little bit more than maybe the laptop that you have sitting on your desk. So this is what's meant by cloud storage. This is what a data center is. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a visual when we talk about Dropbox. So these are some of the more well-known cloud storage applications and vendors. So for example, Dropbox. Dropbox has been around for a long time. And Dropbox is the name of the company, but it's also the name of the application, the cloud storage application. That's what we're talking about today. OneDrive, this is Microsoft's cloud storage application. So if you're working off of a Windows machine, you might be using OneDrive to store your files in the cloud. iCloud, this is Apple's cloud storage application. So for those of you working off of Apple devices, I have an iPad and an iPhone, you're storing your files, your folders, your data on iCloud. And then there's Google Drive, and this is Google's cloud storage application. So if you're using any of the Google apps, you're storing your files in Google Drive. So these are some of the cloud storage applications that you may have heard about. Some benefits, quickly, we'll go over some benefits of cloud storage. So we talked a little bit about this idea of moving your files to the cloud so that you can free up space on your hard drive. That's obviously one big benefit. Another benefit is that when you have your files in the cloud, in cloud storage, you can share them with other people. Files and folders can be shared with others, and folks that you share your files with can open those files, those documents, and work on them with you. That's where the collaboration comes in. So collaborating, sharing, this is also another big feature when you're storing your files in the cloud. And then there is accessibility. So with a cloud storage application, you can access your files from any and all devices. So whether you have a laptop, maybe you have a phone, a smartphone, maybe you have, a tablet, when you store your files and folders in the cloud, you can access those files and folders from any of your devices. As long as they can get to the internet, you can get to that cloud storage application. And when we talk about cloud storage, think of it as your own little private storage locker in the cloud. No one else has access to your files. No one can see them except for you. And then when you start sharing your files, you pick and choose who you share your files with and what permissions they have. So your cloud storage application is your own personal storage space in the cloud. So let's move on and talk about Dropbox specifically. So Dropbox is a cloud storage application. It allows you to store your documents in the cloud. Dropbox has been around for many years, and it runs on all different platforms and devices, whether you're working on a PC, a Mac, a smartphone, a tablet, it runs on all of them. Now, today, I'm going to be working what they call the web version. I'm opening up my web browser and accessing my Dropbox account that way. You may, if you're working on a phone or a tablet, you may want to download the free Dropbox app from either the App Store or the Play Store and work with it directly on your mobile device. You can sign up for a free Dropbox account. With your free account, you get 2 gigabytes of storage. You can very easily upgrade for more storage if 2 gigabytes is not enough. And I'm going to talk about the different, features for managing and sharing your files. And Dropbox has a lot of, a number of other goodies. We don't get to them today because we're just really talking about the basics. So that's Dropbox, cloud storage application. And what I wanted to do next was we talked about downloading and installing the Dropbox app if you're working on a mobile device, a phone or a tablet. You can do that. And I wanted to I have another web browser open up. So I'm just going to fly this in. It's magic. It's just like magic. And I'm going to be working off of this browser window. So I've opened up a web browser, and it doesn't matter. You can use whichever browser you wish. We don't care. So if you go to Dropbox.com, that's the website that you want to go to. If I make it larger, it doesn't matter. So Dropbox.com, to create a free Dropbox account,